free language, and of course, there is a reminder that for any unauthorised person entering the pitch or adjacent area, there will be harsh repercussions. Our stewards are there to help, as indeed they are for any emergencies. Remember, take care of each other. Team news up next Sunday. Joining us for the Silver's game. Going out from the Newcastle United under 21s. Number 1, Adam Harrison. Number 2, Leo Shahar. Number 3, Charles MacArthur. Number 4, Patrick Eppleton. Number 5, Stephen Thompson. Number 6, Scott Bailey. Number 7, Charles Sanusi. Number 8, Anthony Junior Munker. Number 9, Sean Mee. Number 10, Darren Cole. Number 11, John Charlton. Substitutes for Newcastle United under 21s tonight. Number 12, Logan Watts. Number 13, James Taylor. Number 14, Thomas Bryant. Number 15, Aaron Lindes. Number 16, Grace Harper. Number 17, Alan Fitzgerald. And number 18, Joe Grayson. Coming out of Gateshead FC tonight, number 4, George Shelby. Number 6, Will Flint. Number 7, Ed McGowan. Number 8, Max Cheek. Number 17, Josh Holt. Number 21, Harold Hurst. Number 31, Beth Williams. Number 32, Harry Chapman. And number 34, we have a trialist. Number 35, Alan Byrne. 36, Christian Lin. Your substitutes tonight are number 1, Taylor Brooks. Number 5, Kenton Richardson. Number 16, Lucas Lowry. Number 20, Benton John. Number 30, Mr. Curtis Wood and Mr. Stephen Rushford, and your head official is Mr. Conor Ledgway.
Chapman, Kieran Thompson, Scott Bailey, Turvan Sanusi. We've got Junior Mundar, Sean Neve, Karan Gould and Dylan Charlton. On the bench is Logan Watson, James Taylor, Thomas Bryant, Brian Yildiz, Harper Fraser Harper, Kyle Fitzgerald and Joe Grayson. And the Heat line up like this. It's George Shelby in goal, Will Flint, Kane Adam, Max Sheep, Josh Holm, Kyle Hurst, Ben Williams, Harry Chapman. It's a trialist wearing number 34 for Gateshead. Callum Bowen wears number 35 and Christian Lynn wears number 36. On the bench is Tiernan Brooks, Club Captain Kent Richardson, Lucas Lowry, Fenton John, Adam Doyle, Carter Milmore and Ollie Thompson on the bench. And of course we are moments away, and the referee tonight is Richard Aspinall, and he is assisted by Curtis Wood and Stephen Rushworth. And the fourth official, I know everyone is dying to find out who it is, it's Conor Ledgway. So there we go, we'll give out the full listings there. We are seconds away from kicking off here at Gateshead International Stadium. The Tyne Weir stand is filled up absolutely lovely here, and I nearly went into my audio mode there and described the strips. You can see it, of course, in front of you on the television, and we hope that you enjoyed tonight's game.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing Sean Neve. Saw a little hint of what he can offer on Friday night when Newcastle played Espanyol friendly at St James's Park. Plenty of pace, plenty of power. His movement's excellent. And I think the Gateshead backline are in for a real test tonight.
Trying to see who actually has the captain's armband on for Gateshead tonight, down there. But I think Harry Chapman.
Yeah, I think it is. But I mean, you look at the, like I said, Newcastle team, and Cathal Heffernan came from AC Milan, Republic Island Youth International. You've got Trayvon Sanusi, really highly rated, has made a first team appearance. Anthony Munda, very highly rated, in the academy as well. And then Garan Kual, as I say, played the World Cup finals. Just hasn't quite happened at the first team level for him at Newcastle. Maybe has a little bit of a point to prove. Had a couple of loans where he's gone out, and again, just hasn't quite happened. But the talent is there, the attitude's there, and you know, it's a big chance for him this season to try and prove something, whether that's with Newcastle or away out on loan again.
Now, someone's saying Sean Neve for the Ballon d'Or. We'll have to see if it's
early days.
It is. It can happen.
Yeah, there's someone asking if there's a try list, and there is on the Gateshead side, and I wasn't sure if he could play them, but obviously he can.
Yeah, it's as I say, it's classed as like a reserve competition, isn't it? So I think Gateshead are able to field a try list to look at, which helps Gateshead as well, gives them a competitive game to be looked at. We haven't a clue who it is, so there won't be any fraudulent slips of who it is, but we are about to get kicked off here, and it is going to be Sean Neve that's going to get us underway. Gateshead shooting towards the River Tyne, and Newcastle shooting towards what we've named the Felon End. Well, we're underway now. Oh, and the referee, he wants it kicked off again. And we're underway again, everybody. So
Full stop.
It certainly was, as there was a push on Kane Adam, or a losing of the footing on the far side, but Newcastle head the ball forward through Junior Munda, nodded down. Ball comes out to the far side. Sahar cleared forward. Can it be pulled back across? Seen out for a goal kick.
I would just go with Anthony Munda, by the way.
Is it Anthony Munda? Yeah, I'm going there. That's why Mark's here. Keeps us right, everybody.
Yeah, good run down the right hand side from Sanusi. He'll try and do that, get in the little channels. Plenty of pace. To be fair, it's a really dangerous front three from Newcastle. Neve, Kual and Sanusi.
Harry Chapman wins a throw-in. The linesman and referee taking the time to give that one.
Got it in the end. We talk about points to prove. You know, there's a few Gateshead players on this side have got points to prove after what was, you know, not a great day on Saturday. Let's be honest.
A dismal afternoon for Gateshead, but the ball nodded forward. Kane Adam trying to get onto a picked up midfield as Home can play across the defence. As Flint, who's on a season-long loan from Doncaster Rovers, manages to mop up and play it back to George Shelby, the former Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. Sheaf. Goes fine Flint. All over the top looking for Kane Adam, who was playing as the striker role tonight, was being more of an attacking winger in his time at Gateshead so far. Throw in on the far side. Flint has to play it back under pressure. The trialist just taps it back. Boom, plays it through the centre looking for the run of Kane Adam. He's got past the defence but has to hold it up. Christian Lynn finds Chapman. It's home. Gator chips it into the area looking for the turn. There's Con Bowen and just
skipped
wanted
off
the ball
it.
yeah, he wanted it to bounce a little bit more for him there.
Yeah, just wouldn't come down from it. It's a lovely ball in behind though from Josh Holman. It just wouldn't cut down in time for Callum Bowen, and then just popped up in front of him. And to be fair to Adam Harrison, he's done well there coming out and collecting that. But promising start from Gateshead.
Yeah, played at a nice pace so far. 3 minutes gone.
I mean, they could have been 3-0 down by this time on Saturday.
Yeah, it was quite the baptism of fire, I think, is the best way to describe last Saturday. But lovely turn, no, from Sahar. Sahar cuts inside.
Oh, great ball.
Bailey plays it out to the left-hand side. Can he get across in? He can. Oh, and he's left it.
I don't think he left it. I think he skewed it, didn't he?
Skewed it, yeah.
Yeah, Leo Shaw, you know, he's England Youth International, another one that's had a little bit of first-team experience in friendlies. Been in a first-team squad, I think it was Brentford last season, he was on the bench. But really, really highly valued within the academy. I think, again, he's another one that there is a decision lying in wait. Does he spend the season with Newcastle? Does he go out on loan maybe in the Football League and get a bit of experience? But very solid defensively. Learn from the likes of Kieran Trippier. He's not going to go too far wrong, is he?
Certainly not. As Trialist just tips the ball forward, couldn't manage to pick out a teammate. As now Newcastle on the attack, ball played through, and it's Shelvey quickly off his line to clear it. Chapman, can he hold the ball up? Oh, Neve.
It's one thing you know you're going to get, isn't it, with George Shelvey's his starting position is going to be pretty solid on the edge of his box there and just winning that race.
Almost came to Gateshead towards the final third of last season after spending time in the Irish League. Derry City, if memory serves me right. Sure someone will correct us, but he does manage to get the ball out from underneath his feet. Kane Adam having a good battle with Herfinen there. Be interesting to see how Kane Adam does from a Gateshead perspective, because as I say, we don't normally see him playing the striker role for Gateshead.
He did a couple of times in pre-season, maybe a couple of times over the last 2 seasons, but hasn't played that role regularly. But I guess it's kind of a lack of options, really.
Thompson just plays it back. Herfinen wants a man to show, and Neve does. Just couldn't control it, and Max Sheaf. Gateshead keep the ball moving well. Certainly a better start than Saturday, where Gateshead have certainly got some composure. It didn't take half an hour to...
It's an understatement, David.
It certainly is.
I mean, there was a lot of talk after the game on Saturday. Alan Armstrong kept his players.
Sheaf plays it out onto the far side, and Gateshead with Hurst. It's got the overlap coming, who does use it, but Charlton stood firm and blocked it, but it went out for a throw.
Yeah, I just finished what I was saying there, but he kept players in the dressing room for a long time after the game. On Saturday, there was some stern words said, even after the first day of the season. But it was all kept in-house and kind of done the right way.
Adam battling on the far side with MacArthur. Crossed into the box towards Bowen, tries to get there, but Scott Bailey just a little bit too fast. But on the far side, Scott Bailey can just lay it off. Bit of a wrestling match between Bailey and Max Sheaf. Definitely competitive out there, shall we say. It's going can be a free kick to Newcastle, of course.
To be fair, I mean, it's quite nice to see that it is competitive like that, because the games last year, I think nobody knew what to expect and nothing happened really.
Yeah, it was something between a training exercise and a pre-season game last year. But I'm seeing a bit of competitiveness out there. MacArthur with a free kick. It's out Neve in the centre circle. Nice touch to give himself space, and he drives forward with the ball. Got Sahar on this right-hand side. Sahar, can he get the touch? Just played too much on it for him. And unfortunately out for a goal kick, but a nice move from Newcastle. Just didn't have the weight on the pass.
Yeah, it's a lovely touch. Just opened up from. It's got a number of options, 3 options in front, but just too much. It's the right idea. Just the execution wasn't quite right.
As you say, that touch in the centre circle just opened it right up for him, didn't it?
We should say this is a rare novelty for me and David, having replays in front of us, isn't it?
Yes, we don't normally get to see that. So we could have done with one on Saturday.
Yeah, can't help but think we underplayed the Conor Panny incident.
Yeah, as Flint puts the ball over the top looking for a run of Adam, but MacArthur was there, and now they can break down the left-hand side. Goes for the shot into the chest of George Shelby.
Could be wrong. I think he's trying to curl up the outside of his foot in towards Neve. Karen Corb. Good break and a good opportunity, but just again, the final product just wasn't there.
Shelby chips the ball up towards Hurst, who nods it on to Adam. Couldn't win the aerial battle though. Far side. Charlton can just turn, play it back. Harrison. MacArthur looks a very tidy player. As the ball forward does find a Gator player. Trialist can pick out Christian Lynn. It goes back to the keeper.
Got themselves out of a little hole pretty well there, Gator.
Settled into a passing rhythm. As the ball flicked forward for Kane Adom. Can he get past Herfman and plays it inside? That's a good move, but I see a great covering play though from Anthony Munda. Read it really well.
The pressure from Gateshead though, done really well there to force the game high up the pitch. But it's great reading of the game by Monday. He's shown a lot of maturity there. But there are promising signs from Gateshead.
Yeah. Certainly, I don't want to harp too much on about Saturday, but you know, you've only got that to compare it against so far this season, but it is a better start as Lynn tries to keep up with Sanusi. Now, Sahar. Just slowing it down, Newcastle, a little bit here, trying to get their own composure back. Ball played across. Up for Max Sheaf to play back to the trialist. It's been a better start from Josh Holm as well, who I don't want to say was a rabbit in the headlights on Saturday, but he wasn't given much help either in midfield.
Well, he wasn't the only one, to be fair. I think there's a few who sort of went into the game not knowing what to expect and got shown up for it.
Oh, lovely reading from Adam, who's going to go for a shot from distance. And and he scores it into the back of the net. Harrison did get a hand down to his right-hand side, but deflected it up into the roof of the net. And Kane Adam seen the space and took a chance.
I think, to be fair, it's just bobbled in front of... Yeah, it's a horrible bounce in front of Adam Harrison. He's got something on it. Just maybe need a bit of a stronger hand, but it's a horrible, horrible bounce right in front of him. Fair play to Kane Adam taking on the shot from that distance. But it's just popped up into the top corner. But a real confidence boost for Kane Adam.
Chests it down well here and then brings it forward.
Maybe criticism that no Newcastle defender's gone out to him and closed down the shot slightly, but it's could get a probably deserve that.
Kane Adam finding the back of the net. Gateshead lead 1-0.
you'll want to see, from a Newcastle point of view, a reaction from the young lads now, and see them up the game a little bit. I mean, we are still only 12 minutes in, but Gateshead have just really grown into the game and got themselves on top.
Gateshead just on the ball in midfield. Play it back across the defence. Trialist under pressure just plays it back to Shelby. Gateshead keeping the ball on the grass, building from the back, and then trying to go a little bit long, but good work from Neve to slow it down, and he's asking his teammates where we are closing down. Throw in. Boom with the volley forward. Nobody there though. Herfinen can just play that back.
Gates has actually been quite brave here, pressing high up the pitch and leaving a lot of space in behind.
We've already seen the pace of this Newcastle side, but Lynn
paid off though.
Plays it back to the trialist, and now Gates can try and build. Ben Williams has had a comfortable night at the back on the ball so far as he touches the ball again. Trialist plays it across to Lynn. Gateshead just enjoying a spell of possession here at the moment.
I like for Newcastle.
Play the ball forward over the top, look for the run of Harry Chapman. Sahar under pressure from Boone. Good work from Gateshead's youngster there, closing down.
Good work from you too, Dave, because you nearly lost your team sheet there, didn't you?
Lightning reactions to catch the team sheet in this slight breeze that we've got at the moment.
Steve Harper would have been proud of that one these days.
Well, Boone capitalises, picks up the ball in midfield. I think he's going to go for a shot. Oh, he's tried to thread it through, but now Max Sheaf, can he get past the keeper? The brave goalkeeper made himself big there. Newcastle can bring the ball away. Yeah,
he's done well there, Harrison. Really got out quickly and blocked the shot.
Lovely turn from Sanisu, and the ball comes out now to Sahar, puts it into the middle, and there's the equaliser. Lovely work from Newcastle. Out to the right, played into the centre, and there was Neve just to come in and swap that one home.
Typical Sean Neve goal, but credit to Leo Shahar down the right-hand side, kept his composure. It's a perfect ball in, perfectly weighted, and when Sean Neve gets in those areas, generally you find the back of the net. Really good reaction. I spoke about it in the aftermath of the Gateshead goal. There was a need for Newcastle's youngsters to react, and they've done exactly that.
Well, Javan Sanusi, his touch in the centre circle took him away, much like Neve did earlier on in the game, and the attack it sprung into action from there. We're just seeing the replay now, and I suppose trickery before he passed the ball over.
Gateshead just caught a little bit narrow there. To be fair, they've given Shahar too much space out wide, too much time to get the cross in. He's always going to punish you. And Neve, you just can't give him that space and time in the box.
It's game on now. It is 1-1 here into the 16th minute. Neve and Kane add on with the goals respectively. Gateshead are back underway. Just seeing a raise in tempo from the visitors. Mr. Balls went out on the far side. Oh, lovely turn there from Sunside, but he's dispossessed, and a free kick has been given. Look like a push from the trialist. We'll see it on our replay in a second, but you weren't too convinced by that one, Mark.
Well, I'm going to reserve judgment for a second.
We're just about to see the...
Yeah, just about.
Well, free kick in a dangerous position. Sahar standing over it. Good 25 yards out here, very central. Maybe a little bit more than 25.
Shahar behind it.
And he's looking at his teammates.
They've got a Kieran Trippier style delivery.
Let's see. In it comes, he goes for the shot there. Couldn't see he was giving the keeper the eyes from there, but his head looked like he was going to pass to his teammates there, but it stings the hands of Shelby. Ball cleared by the trialist up towards Kane at home. Tries to keep the ball in and go in between the dugouts. So looking for movement. He wants someone to aim for. Still hasn't got it. Now he has a teammate, but gets the ball back, and Thompson can play that all the way back to Harrison. Oh, and his clearance wasn't the greatest. It's Hurst, edge of the area, goes to pull the trigger and takes a deflection and goes out for a corner.
Yeah, just not the right distribution, not the right choice there from Harrison. Gateshead pounced on it, and unfortunate that they haven't gone 2 up. As Kenton Richardson comes out, that's a bit of a concern.
So unless he's just going to give some instructions to his teammate, but Harry Chapman arrived in the summer from Barnet, promotion winning Barnet. He comes in, it's a deep one, very deep, and it's going to bounce through, and I think Ben Williams does manage to keep it in. Lovely work from Boone. Boone crosses the ball in towards the trialist, and keeper great punch. Referee, let's give a free kick there, but that was firm and fair. A good challenge, and the keeper won the ball.
Can't touch keepers these days, Dave. No, I think it's a ball that's to be won by Bo. I think he's.
There's no complaints from the goalkeeper.
No.
Sahar under pressure from Chapman, does well to get away. Kane Adam comes away with the ball low, and another free kick is being given.
To be honest, I'm not sure about that one either.
I thought he ran into Scott Bailey there, but it is a free kick in another dangerous position.
Chapman behind this one, I think.
A little bit closer in this one, you'd say about 23 yards, left-hand side of the D.
Good intensity from Gateshead in closing down there. Alan Armstrong will be pleased with that.
Certainly will be, but Harry Chapman stands over the ball. If you're just tuned in, of course, you'll be able to see it's 1-1 into the 19th minute. Gateshead with a free kick. What does Harry Chapman have up his sleeve? He's curled one round. Oh, and he had the keeper scrambling there.
I think he's got it covered. You just see the replay here. It's just, I think it's just always skipping past that far post. So I think even if it was a bit more on target, then I think Harrison's probably got that one covered.
Yeah, he's got the height, hasn't he? Yeah, the way it went.
But it has been a really interesting opening 20 minutes to this one. And both sides shown plenty and shown some deficiencies as well. Both makes for a good game.
Newcastle mixing up, trying to go in a little bit longer at the moment, trying to avoid Gateshead midfield as Sahar brings it down. Gateshead win the ball through Max Sheep, does well to hold it off and lay it off.
Very well.
Flint just couldn't get the ball through and does well to mop up, give it back to Shelby. But the intensity from both sides, it's been good. They're playing at a good rate. It isn't your classic reserve game, so to speak.
Doesn't look like a friendly. Go that way.
Flint gets the ball forward. Kane Adam does very well to bring that down. It's laid off to Hurst, who beats his man, gets round, and can he get the cross into the box? He can. He needs someone to aim for, though. In it comes. Oh, and a lovely flip! What a flip from Chapman! The cross from the dead ball line, and Gateshead, with one man amongst four Gateshead defenders, managed to get the ball in the back of the net.
Well, two things from that goal is firstly the run down the right from Kyle Hurst, and the cross. The cross is brilliant, and it's an unbelievable finish from Harry Chapman. His first goal for Gateshead, well, first competitive goal for Gateshead. Lovely little flick. It's really the only way I think he can probably finish it, because it's popped up the way it has.
From a Newcastle perspective, they'll not be too happy that they're a little bit static on the heels there when the ball comes into the box. It's a lovely run and push the ball forward from Hurst to get himself into space.
Oh, he's just lost the run as well.
Yeah.
But that's lovely. That's a lovely finish. What a first 20 it has been.
And it's been very enjoyable. I hope it's enjoyable for people at home. There's a crossfield ball coming across to Sahar. Sahar brings it down.
Oh, that's not great.
Just caught from Lynn. That is a free kick. Nice skill from Sahar though to get the ball past him. Just unlucky he got caught.
Newcastle start their season on Sunday, I think it is. Southampton's under 21s coming up to Whitley Park. 3 o'clock kickoff for anyone who wants to get along.
It's definitely some exciting young players, prospects here for Newcastle United. Sahar stands over it. He's going to whip this one in, and he does. It's a dangerous one, headed away by Gateshead's trialist. And Hurst, nice touch to Kane at arm. Can he get past?
Just didn't control that one.
Yeah, I think he was leaning too far back when he tried to flip that round. Now, ball headed forward by the trialist. Brought down in midfield by Home. From a Birmingham player, isn't he? Home. North East lad though, from Asherton.
He is.
Just in the centre circle, or just on the edge of the centre circle. Quickly taken though through to Harry Chapman. Tries to chest it down, just skims away. Nice idea, but too much on that one.
It was a really good idea. Just skipped off the turf. As if it was last season's International Stadium turf, we would have probably got that under control.
I think it would have bounced behind him actually, though, of last season's pitch.
Looking a bit more slick this season. Great ball to get there.
Cool was trying to run on the other side. The run wasn't seen, but Gateshead trying to carve something out down this left-hand side. Cleared by Newcastle. Tried us with a nice little touch, gets it to Home.
Do you know, I know we're only 23 minutes in, but he's looked quietly effective as a defender.
He has, and the ball through the centre, looking for the run of Kane at arm. Cut out though, and a poor ball there is caught. Hurst in on through, got his MacArthur on the ground. Holds the ball up, but it was Munda managed to get in front of that and stop it. But Gateshead not giving any quarters at the moment, not at all.
That was definitely
Oh yes, it's
WWE.
I might have rose-tinted glasses for Gateshead, but you can't hide that one. Hurfing into Thompson. Thompson plays it through the centre, tries to turn his man, but now he finds himself in space. Tennessee, good from the trialist again, gets himself in, puts it out, nothing silly. As you say, Mark, he's acquitted himself well so far against good competition.
He has, he's done very well, nice and composed, looks good on the ball, good in the air, bit of pace about him.
It's a little bit strange to see a trialist in a competitive game. I know they do it in Scotland a lot, and there's a joke about the trialist family being happy when he scores. But it is good for clubs of Gateshead's level to be able to put a player in the mix and see if they'll sink or swim before you sign them.
Especially playing against players like he is here, who are looking to make that final breakthrough into the senior setup at clubs like Newcastle. So, yeah, I mean, obviously be keeping an eye on him, but he's done nothing wrong so far. Newcastle, just a little bit sense here that there's a little bit of urgency being creeping into play.
Just see they want to move this ball a little bit faster as Thompson plays it inside. Sahar does manage to get it to Sanusi. Sanusi, if he looks on the far side, he does have a man, but does manage to get it there. Did give Charlton a little bit of extra running. Newcastle keep the possession well. Nice ball. Can they get across into the box? And he has. He's pulled it back and offside. Ball went out of play. Goal kick.
Been quite impressed with Munda so far. I know he had a good sort of breakthrough season at 21 level last year.
He's shown both aspects of his game here. He got down to the dead ball line to pull one back. Unfortunately, couldn't keep it in, but his defensive display.
I'm sure it was.
We've seen so much so far.
Just looking at the replay, I'm not 100% sure it was out, but yeah, you're right. He's doing both sides of the game very well.
Kane it on to battle between the two defenders for Newcastle. He's acquitted himself well as well, playing the number 9 role. Munda chips the ball forward. Gateshead get down in midfield as the referee's pulling something back. He's seen something here. I think we're going to see a yellow card for Max Sheath. Has there been an off the ball incident?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks like he's just pushed out at. Pushed out. It's Bailey. It's got Bailey.
Well, Max Sheaf not happy with that one. So he followed the ball. It's obviously happened off the ball, but at the moment, it's leading by 2-1. Castle try and build from the back, nearly selling Heffernan short, but his clearance does ricochet off a Gateshead player, and it's a throw to Newcastle on the far side. Ball across the Sahar, right hand side of the box, pulls it back across, deep on a ball. Cool gets the ball, gets a second shot off, and then saved by Shelby down to his left hand side. Just wouldn't sit up for him quickly enough there. He did manage to get the second strike away at it, but it's had a bit of a quiet game. Cool on that far side. It's all been down the right hand side with Sahar so far. But he showed he's ready when he's called upon. Flint having to battle with Charlton. Free kick given. I don't think that was. Not from this angle.
No, it was a foul. It's just more the fact he's let Gateshead off a little bit there, Dylan Charlton, because he's going absolutely nowhere. Flint. It's got him going the right direction towards his own goal, and just to let him off with a foul like that.
Lynn kicks out Chapman. Trailist. Just starting to see the Newcastle midfield try and push a little bit further forward, but that ball over the top for Hurst to chase onto. Herpenen's there. Calmly will play that down the line. Oh, didn't manage to pick up a teammate, but Newcastle do manage to clear the lines. Nodded on by Cool, and the trialist can just play that back to Shelby. Shelby, a little scoop pass to the trialist, and trialist's pass to...
Got a few people asking about the audio. We have had some issues before we started tonight.
Yeah, we can only apologise about that. We had perfect audio on Saturday, but today it's not great. As Cool tries to go for a shot from the area, deflected away. And
there's a sub coming in from Gateshead.
Yes. I did notice yesterday, after I think 10 minutes, Scunthorpe made 4 substitutions.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's getting around the rules of having the players that played in the game before. But Newcastle do have a free kick here, 40 yards out, maybe a little bit more. Looks less on the TV screen, on our monitor. But in real life, it's quite a distance out. Be interesting to see who the sub is for Gateshead. I don't know if Max Sheaf might be coming off, or ball. It's deep, very deep. Shelby can just pull that out the air and quickly rolls it out to Chapman. Chapman sees the run of Kane at arm.
He's on.
Well, ball's going to go
through. What, a little less on that.
Yeah. Not a bad effort from Harry Chapman. There's Hunter, nice turn. Brings the ball away with confidence. Looks to distribute it. Does get it to Herfman. MacArthur picks out
Callum Bourne. Callum Bourne struggling.
Yeah, you can see he's...
Fenton John coming on.
Cool is bringing the ball forward, goes for a shot, ricochets off the back of Ben Williams. It's been kept in on the far side. Bailey. MacArthur plays it inside. His Gateshead do intercept as referee plays it on. Back to Shelby. Calmly gives it to Ben Williams. They're playing themselves out of trouble there. Ball up to Kane at arm.
Lovely.
Nice touch to Hurst. Hurst brings the ball forward, driving with it. Tries to get it to Callum Hole and fouled in the process.
I tell you what, we look at players that, from a Gateshead point of view, you want to give the manager something to think about, and I really think Kyle Hurst in the first sort of half an hour has given Alan Armstrong some serious questions.
It's looked dangerous, hasn't he? He's looked on it.
What a
ball through towards Kane at arm, and Thompson heads it. The keeper does collect it on the dead ball line there, but yeah, Gateshead mixing it up, trying to get the ball in the box different ways.
I think what we should say as well, and it's possibly a word of caution for any Gateshead supporters watching, is Newcastle kind of playing the way Gateshead want them to play. Whereas Southend on Saturday were the complete opposite, where they were physical. It was in your face. It was everything. Newcastle,
The words out my mouth.
they're not direct, are they? They're not trying to play that way. They're trying to play what you expect academy-style players to play. So that kind of works in Gateshead's
It's a
favour.
cleaner game of football than what Southend were allowing Gateshead to do.
I'm not trying to underplay how well Gateshead have played,
No.
because they have been good first half hour, but I do think we need a bit of a caveat placed on that.
Boone has the ball, lays it inside to Adam. Adam, was he fouled? No. Fairly won. Just couldn't hold up. We got the ball as Chapman tries to get the
Can't
ball
dive
there.
in.
Oh, and it's Sanusi doing very well on the ball. Sahar on this right hand side. Now he has some targets to aim for, but Gateshead managed to get back in numbers. Thompson fouled.
Yeah, it's really naive twice there from Christian Lynn. Not really any need to jump in those two challenges.
Wow.
It's not a yellow card. It's not booked, is he?
No, he's doing the. Just
Yeah,
not
he's
a
just
word.
having a word.
But we've seen the deliveries that Sahar can do, and this is perfectly placed for him to whip one into the.
Definitely Callum Bourne struggling again.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if we have a little change in personnel around the pitch, because Fenton John been more of a defensive player in performances in the past, so we'll see where he slots in, but we'll wait this free kick.
Clean play both. So
Sahar whips it in and nodded down.
Offside.
Offside flag was up. He should have, regardless of the offside, he should have really been hitting the target with that one. But yeah, Fenton John is going to come on for.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's with Josh Hall. So I was right. You were the defensive player coming on. Yeah. So Josh Hall coming off. Fenton John. This could be
Could be what we're
along
talking
the
about.
lines of, because he played the game on Saturday.
In place by number 20, Benton John.
Well, a like-for-like substitution, you would say, in the style of players.
Yeah, very much. Fenton John, I mean, I was just saying that he can play a number of roles in midfield. I saw him at Morpeth where he sort of played a little bit more advanced than when he was on loan there, and did a great job. But looks like he's going to play a bit deeper here.
Well, Helfinen can spread the ball across to MacArthur. It's Charlton just sitting a little bit deeper. Good pressure from Gateshead, making them play across the back at the moment. Ball one in midfield, can keep going there as foul. Just a little bit eager there, Fenton John.
I don't mind that though, because it's pushing the game forwards and it's putting Newcastle under pressure in difficult areas. So from a Gateshead point of view, that's a positive.
Good clearance. As Neve
Trouble here.
chested to Charlton. Cool on the left-hand side. Can he open up? Options coming into the box. Nice run from Charlton to try and take it
did he
forward,
do
but
that?
just overhit it.
Yeah, he's just got to put the ball in there. He's got time and space to get a ball across. We've got Neve crying out for a cross. Yeah, you see the replay there. He's just got to put it in, I think. I should say, actually, people watching on seeing the replay, or it's us watching it by.
Yeah. You see, normally we're doing audio commentary. We know it does go out on National League TV, but it's only television coverage tonight, so it's a little bit strange for us. But Aaron brings it down well. Hurst in front and goes for another shot, and made the keeper work, and it's a corner to Gateshead.
Yeah, again, I mean, talking about players giving Alan Armstrong something to think about. Ken Adom's done exactly that tonight in a position he's not massively familiar with, but tried his luck from distance. I think it's always pretty comfortable for Adam Harrison, but he's forced him into action.
Keeper doing nothing wrong in that situation. Harry Chapman goes to the far side to take this corner. Certainly seeing more from Harry tonight. The delivery comes in, headed clear by MacArthur, who I've been impressed with so far. He looks a very tidy player.
Yeah, really highly rated. Scotland Youth International. Signed from Kilmarnock, I think it was. As I say, worked under Mike Williamson, former Gateshead manager at Carlisle. Obviously, didn't quite work in his favour there.
Let's just try to turn and Neve capitalises, drives down this right-hand side as Fenton John does absolutely fantastic out muscle and takes a foul for the team as well. And good running there from Fenton John.
Yeah, that's exactly the sort of thing Gateshead were missing on Saturday, was that willingness to sort of just go above and beyond and put your body on the line against a kind of more physical opponent. I mean, Fenton John's not and I say this as someone vertically challenged myself, he's not the biggest lad, is he? But he's got his body in the way there and done very well.
He's run very well as Flint plays it back to Williams, back to Shelby. Just seeing the tempo from Newcastle, just trying to push forward, trying to make Gateshead.
Yeah, that's good from Sean Neve. Really good pressure. Just not allowing Gateshead out that their own third there.
It's been a little bit of a switch here. We've seen Sanusi go out to the left-hand side.
It's Qualcomm Central.
Yeah. There's Munda. Calmly gives it to Sahar. Sahar plays it inside. It's cool, just couldn't get his toe on it. And Fenton John gives it back to the keeper. And Max Sheaf brings the ball down the centre circle. Plays it forward. And now Harry... yes, I know it's Hurst. He finds himself on the left-hand side. Cuts in, goes for a curling shot. Oh, just past the post. It looks like Gateshead aren't the only team Newcastle aren't the only team that's switching players on the flanks. So we're seeing Hurst move across to the left now.
Yeah, real great chance there. Created all his own. As I say, we'll let Dave bring up the sound if you want to mention it. Someone just saying there.
Yeah, sorry, we can only do so much at our end.
But yeah, good chance there for Hurst to get his second. Exactly the sort of drive and run. It's a good ball.
Ball cleared out to play on the far side. We can only apologise for the audio issues. Herfinen kicked out cool in midfield, and now he can turn. Sorry, it isn't. Out to Sahar. Sahar, can he cross this ball in? He can. It's a decent one. It's deep. Cool is there, but headed away. Hasn't been fully cleared yet by Gateshead. And it's Neve. Edge of the area, twisting and turning. Can he get the shot away? He can. And took a deflection out for the corner.
Really nice little turn the edge of the box there from Sean Neve. Sorry, I'm just watching the situation that's going on with the referee and Max Sheaf there, because it looks as if that could be a final warning.
Could well be, but it is Bailey. He's going to take a corner on the far side for Newcastle.
There are some people saying there's no audio issue.
Ball coming across towards Herfinen, nods it back across. There's nobody there though, and Gateshead can clear the ball. And it's a long one looking for Kane Adam to run onto. He's got Charlton there. The ball bounces. Adam has got to the ball. Up against Sahar, turns, does very well.
Done very well there.
Laid it off, and Chapman into the centre. Fenton John did well with the man coming on his back there. Over to Lynn. Front line just a little bit static there, not giving Lynn many options to pass the ball forward. But it comes out to Flint. Back to Williams.
Looks like Newcastle just reverted back now, haven't it, to their original shape.
Yeah. Now, Lynn sticking, holding a good shape, Newcastle. It's unable to probe into it at the moment. Shelby, 45 yards out, slips as he kicks it and goes out of play. Frustrated with that one, you can understand why. Thompson, back to Harrison, and his ball is going to go straight to Fenton John in midfield. Max Sheaf is bringing it all across to Chapman. Chapman just runs into his man. I think Fenton John might have brought that down with an area of the body that you wouldn't normally bring the ball down with. So, yeah, he's just taking a deep breath there.
Job it's not December, because that would hurt.
I think it might have hurt them. Or
I'm sure it did. I'm sure we'll hurt a lot more when it's cold.
Well, Chapman is going to take another corner from the far side. Of course, much change for the set pieces for Gateshead this year, with players leaving and coming. Chapman trying to get round Bailey, and does so. Down long dead ball line, pulls it across. Good hands.
Good hand, really good hand that from Adam Harrison. But Harry Chapman, I think, has been one of the massive plus points for Gateshead tonight.
Certainly has. We must say as well, he's had a delayed start to his pre-season, joining Gateshead with only about a week left of pre-season, so he's still catching up on the fitness side. Sanusi getting past the man, still going, and a couple of touches. Ball played on. Neve gets a good touch in the box, gets a shot away. He was just on the downward fall there as he hit it, and Shelby able to deal with that one. But as I say, Neve just on the shoulder of the defender. He's ready to pounce.
It's what he does. Yeah, I mean that's his game, sort of playing on the last man.
Lovely ball through as well.
Just as you say, just falling down before he could really get a proper shot away.
Chapman on the right hand side now, sorry. Fenton John looks to get this ball moving across the pitch to Lynn. Lynn not much support down this left hand side there. There wasn't any options for him.
But he's done the right thing. He's just retained possession, and when there isn't any movement, you just keep the ball and just try and recycle it.
Trialist gets it across to Lynn. Lynn chips a ball for Kane Adam to run onto, but Herfinen is strong enough to see that out. Good defending.
Yeah, Cathal Herfinen is, as I say, there's high hopes from within Newcastle. Brought in from AC Milan, and is someone who I think, again, I keep saying this, but there is probably a decision. Does he go out and get men's football like Charlie McCarthy did last year? Does he stay within the Newcastle setup and look to really develop within the system?
Well, apparently a lot of people are telling us that the audio is fine and some people are having problems. So the ball comes out here to Sanusi. Sanusi plays the ball forward looking for Sahar, the underlap, but the trialist does well, no nonsense, and hits the linesman in the process with the ball. Got about 40 seconds left.
Oh, that's so naive.
Yeah.
That is so naive from Newcastle.
Well,
great to see so many youngsters here tonight, isn't there? I mean, obviously a lot here to see Newcastle, but good to see them come and support Gateshead as well.
Shelby, probably going to be the last kick of the half here, I would imagine. Nigh on. Shelby just want a bit of movement over to the left-hand side of the pitch as he goes right down that channel. The ball bounces out for a throw-in.
1 minute added on.
1 minute added on. Neve, good chest down. Gets it to intercept though. Christian Lynn, who hasn't looked out of place this evening, should I say?
No, he hasn't. He's done. I mean, to be fair, since he's not really had the impact maybe Newcastle would hope he has.
Well, picked up by Munda in midfield. Can Newcastle get themselves level just before the break? Is Cool. Holds the ball off. Nice touch there. They're foul in the build-up, but Cool still going. Can he pull the trigger? Still manages to dance past another player. Couldn't get past Fenton John. There's now Fenton John just got the ball underneath his feet. Cool can go forward with it. Can he lay it off to Neve? Neve, lovely covering defending there. Don't know if he actually got the shot off, but
Harry Chapman?
I don't think it is Chapman.
It is.
It is Chapman, yeah. He's just hurt himself there when
just blow half-time whistle.
Yeah. Just well, concerning scenes for Gateshead. Just when Chapman was starting to get going, but we'll be at the half-time whistle very soon, I would imagine.
I don't know why he hasn't just blown there.
It would make sense to do it now. But, once again, thank you to everyone that is joining us here this evening.
Many prize arrangement in Group 7, which checked out with the steward. And of course, the big Norton suite will be open to serve alcohol at half time.
Well, don't go anywhere. Remember, come back at half time for the second half. If it's anything like the first half, we're going to have chances. And more than likely, we'll have goals, Mark.
Yeah, been a good opening 45, hasn't it? Both sides have impressed in patches. I think Gateshead just about deserve the lead. But as I say, that front three for Newcastle, Qualneve and Sanusi, there's enough threat in there to really threaten this Gateshead side in the second half. So they'll have to keep these standards high.
Well, Harry Chapman is walking, but with a limp. I think that'll be the end of his evening here. We'll see what happens. I don't think there'll be a substitution just now. I think the half-time whistle will probably go.
You'd imagine it'll be Lucas Lowry.
Yeah, that seems to be the only attacking option on the bench if they're going to go like for like without a formation change. But we are going to play the allotted time.
Oh, we already have.
Yeah. I would have said just blow the whistle there. I think that would have been the way to do it, but the referee wants to play the full time on. Shelby picks the ball up, and there is the half-time whistle. Gateshead go in 2-1 in the lead here with goals from Kane Adam and Harry Chapman. And Harry Chapman's evening, we've seen afternoon, so it's bright. Evening looks like it might come to an end. We'll see what happens, but he's walking a little bit better now, going down the tunnel. But I think precaution says he'll probably change him at half-time. But a good evening's worth of football so far, Mark. It's been competitive, it's been fast, and we've seen some lovely goals.
We have. I think both sides will have taken something from that first half. Gateshead is probably exactly what they needed after the disappointment of Saturday. And Newcastle have had plenty of action and plenty of time on the ball ahead of their first sort of league game of the season on Sunday. So something positive to take and something for both teams to build on second half.
Certainly is. Well, we're going to go and get our half-time cup of tea and talk about the first half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to go through some of the half-time scores in the National League Cup, and we'll be back with you then. So please do join us in about 10 minutes' time.
Superheat Army! Lad, get in the camera. You can't. Yes, I will hit the camera.
out every Thursday night, and we'll be on tomorrow night, hopefully with Gateshead player David Ferguson joining us live on the show. So please do us a favour for jumping in, because this is normally the Heat Army commentary, but we are lending a hand with the National League commentary here tonight for the National League Cup. And once again, we apologise to anyone that might have had any audio issues going forward, but the teams are coming back out onto the pitch. We are seeing a few of the Newcastle players back out already, and we are awaiting the Heat to come back out, as they are now led out by the trialist and the rest of the Newcastle United players. Well, if you want to go and grab a cold one from the fridge or even put that kettle on, you've got just about a minute or so to do that and get yourself comfortable for the second half. It's Gateshead versus Newcastle United under 21s in the National League Cup, the Enterprise National League Cup, that is. And if you're interested to watch the Gateshead further forward, you can watch them live on DAZN. Every game available on a Saturday at 3 o'clock if you're away out of the country, that is. All midweek games available to purchase as well. The mark we mentioned just before there, it has been lovely to see so many young faces here at Gateshead today, taking in the fair, of course, a lot wearing Newcastle shirts, which was fantastic as well, and they're getting to see a lot of young local lads on display.
Yeah, they are, and it's great to see Gateshead putting on performance. Big point for Gateshead here. Harry Chapman is back out.
He is back out there. I was just about to say we haven't had any changes, but it must have been a little knock. He's shaking it off, and he is starting on the left-hand side as he did the first half.
Unfortunately, the groundsman's still in the middle of the pitch.
Well, if any more viewers, is Simon Lowry, groundsman extraordinaire, and quite the athlete, as you can see on your screen. He can do the 100 metres in 4 days and 15 minutes. He'll kill us for that. But Gateshead are going to get us underway, shooting towards the Felon end. Newcastle shooting towards the River Tyne. And the second half is underway. Caldeep with the clearance, nodded forward by Heffernan. So Carper, kids are just passing it around the back. So Newcastle starting off with a high tempo once again, and they win it in midfield. Munda plays the ball forward, wins it back, but just runs into Gateshead player laying on the far side. Then under pressure, plays it off Sahar. Sahar keeps it in though. Gateshead do win it back, and Bowen back helping on defensive duties, but his ball only finds Bailey. Newcastle really trying to start on the front foot here. Munda plays it across to MacArthur. MacArthur on the underlap and just overheads.
There's been a little bit too much of that from Newcastle tonight, where they've worked themselves into really good positions, and just the final pass, it just hasn't quite been there. I think the one decent delivery they saw into the box was the one that led to the goal from Leo Shaw, the goal that set up, the ball that set up Sean Neave for his goal. But other than that, Newcastle's final delivery in the final third just hasn't quite been there.
Push off the ball, referee says play on. Don't think there was much in it.
Off touch.
Chapman brings it down and plays it through, gets it to Hurst. Youngster on loan from Doncaster Rovers until January. John. Lovely footwork from Callum Bowen. Oh, and it was just got a fingertip on it there. Or did it take a deflection when he kicked it? It's hard to see, but we are blessed with a replay tonight, which is very good. Yes, I think it was. Thompson just got a touch on that. Bailey, I think it was. Okay, to the corner on our right hand side. Harry Chapman wearing the captain's armband tonight in the absence of
goal scorer.
In it comes. It's a decent one. It was Max Sheaf tried to athletically kick that one, but Newcastle can bring the ball away. As Sanusi has Cool on the far side, picks him out well on the edge of the box. Can he play it through? He tried to.
There it is again.
Tried to be the first time through to Need.
Yeah, it's got to be really frustrating for the Newcastle coaching staff there, because they've done it again. They've worked themselves into a good position, and just that final ball just isn't quite there. There it is again.
Yeah, I think that's more frustration from Krul. He hasn't really been in this game at all to have an impact, really. It's all been going down the right-hand side. Of course, he's on the right-hand side now. You're hoping to get more involved, but trying to close down the keeper is Kane Adam. Manages to get it through to Hurst. Hurst has options, plays it through. Callum Boone cuts inside. Can he finish it? Callum Boone, the right foot, the left foot, it doesn't matter. And Callum Boone makes it Gateshead 3. Newcastle United under 21's 1.
Yeah, 18-year-old, and he's just put down a very, very good defender on his backside and cut inside. It's a lovely finish. We spoke about a lot of them in pre-season. Maybe didn't quite happen for him against Southend, but that is exceptional from Callum Boone. That's why Gateshead have got so much excitement and why they've got so much trust in him at such a young age.
Hurst does very well to play that ball through, and Callum Boone gets on his right foot onto the left and then finishes it with the right or the outside of the boot, and shows some real composure there.
Yeah, it'll do his confidence a world of good, because I think, after Saturday, when, it was a difficult hour for him, I think confidence could have taken a bit of a hit, but no, that's a really good finish and a really good bit of skill to just cut inside, and there he is.
There he is. He's trying to wrestle
that's
under
brilliant.
and wins the free kick in the process. A real confidence boost for the youngster.
The ball is moving.
Taken again. Well, there is quite a funny, I'll mention this in a second, when we've got a break in play, is ball on the far side. Fenton John trying to turn, but does manage to get it over to Chapman. Chapman fouled from behind, free kick.
Could be a booking.
It does look like there's going to be a booking on the far side there. Is it for Bailey? Or was it Sahar? Either way, the referee's going about to speak. Just where we've got a break in play, there's Gateshead's kit manufacturer. It's Thompson. No, it's going to Sahar. It's going to get a yellow card. I know it is Thompson. We'll get there in the end, so apologies, viewers. There is a new Gateshead towel that's been made available to buy by Hope and Glory, who make the Gateshead strips, and it had just been available to buy today, and somebody has replied on Twitter asking if they buy it, can they sit in the sand at Gateshead Stadium in the sand trap and watch the match. Unfortunately, I don't think it comes with a free match ticket, and but it's a novel way to use a Gateshead towel, I must admit. Using the surroundings well, it would be.
This doesn't look great, does it, that he's down again? Chapman? Yeah.
There was a tackle from behind. It's hard to see from our vantage point what connection was made, but he's been in the walls, shall we say. But Lucas Lowry is warming up. It would be a kind of like for like, but you'd have a lot more pace with Lucas Lowry. Of course, another exciting prospect that's been in and around the Gateshead first team for about 3 seasons now. He's had a few loans in the Northern League at Wickham, and can't remember the other club that he was at, but very fast, pacey player. If he was to come on and signed his first professional contract this summer.
Dave, I've got to be honest, I wasn't listening. Sorry, you talking about Lewis Lowry.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, I switched up. I was thinking about,
thinking about the towel.
No. I was thinking about what could happen if Chapman has to come off. He was at Willie Bay as well. Willie Bay and Wickham were the club he was at. West Lotton Celtic spent time there as well. Lucas Lowry, I know when he was at West Lotton, he went on trial to a Football League club. Clearly talented. I think it's just probably a case of when he makes a breakthrough here at Gateshead, and if his attitude's right, he takes chances that'll come sooner rather than later, I think.
Chapman seems to be moving okay.
Newcastle planned the sub as well. I can't quite see who it is.
Let's see. very shortly. There's talking through instructions. As the ball played back, the trialist has to give it to Shelby. Shelby under pressure though from Neve and plays it out and manages to get it to Flint. Fortunately, the Newcastle player, I think it was Italy that couldn't control it, but Sanusi just runs into Gateshead player there. Gateshead try and bring the ball away. Hurst, was he fouled? Yes, he was.
I think he's had his hand stood on there as well.
A little bit of frustration creeping in from Newcastle at the moment. Just that ball forward, and really wasn't going to pick anybody out with that ball forward there, Sanusi.
No, it's that disappointing in the final third again. I mean, we should remember this is Newcastle's first competitive game of the season. So they are still finding their way at a competitive level. They are working towards that game on Sunday. But Gateshead have been good tonight. You know, the energy they've brought to the game, that was probably lacking a little bit on Saturday. They're really forcing the game high, and chance here.
Fenton John ghosted through to receive the ball. He just had to turn around and get some composure. Lays it off the back sheet. Back to Williams and the trialist, number 34. Yes. They just have to the wave of pressure from Newcastle, making them pass the ball back, but a ball through the centre doesn't find anybody, goes out towards the right hand side, and Adam Harrison, calm as you like, can come out and pass that back up to MacArthur. Charlton hugging that left hand side, receives the ball, gets it back. It's a nice move, and Hurst having to come back and trail. Good tackle from Hurst, wins the ball. Charlton doesn't give up though, keeps a hold of it. Lays it off to Sanusi.
Gateshead are making a sub as well, Dave.
Can't quite see who it is at the moment, but MacArthur plays it inside to Sanusi. Sanusi didn't pick out the pass, and Gateshead can bring the ball forward. That's a pull on the throat to Fenton John. And Sanusi just looking a frustrated player at the moment.
He is, yeah. It just hasn't happened at all for him, has it? And he hasn't really gotten the positions that Trayvon Sanusi likes to get into, running at defenders in the final third. It just hasn't been his game tonight. So the frustration is understandable. There is going to be subs for both sides.
Well, Lucas Lowry, who we mentioned before, is about to come on, as is
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald for Newcastle United. We'll see who they're going to change for at the moment.
So Kyle is a Northern Ireland youth international, signed from Galway United, very highly rated.
A good head down there.
And another one where there's a lot of promise. Newcastle bringing in some players from outside the area. In fact, I think Gateshead will make the double sub, by the way, David. Yeah, Ollie Thompson and Lowry.
As a guess, we might be either Chapman and Hurst, maybe even Kane Adam being one of the players to make way. But at the moment,
I think it might be the two wide players, just go like for like. But it's a great opportunity for two young lads from Gateshead's academy. Again, we talk about Newcastle's academy, but Gateshead have got a lot of young lads here tonight as well.
Well, it is going to be Dylan Charlton. Get that wing back role tonight. Oh, looks like it isn't Dylan Charlton that's coming off. It looks like they've made a mistake with the Harry Chapman is coming off, as is Kane Adam, so I think we'll see Lucas Lowry go up top. They'll try and utilise his pace, and Thompson will go out to the left hand side.
Yeah, Lucas Lowry normally it's come off.
Yeah, I think the referee wanted to the linesman, I want to get the numbers right. I think we've had a couple of issues there. There we go, the Kane Adam one. Some updated scores from around the competition. Forest Green Rovers are winning 3-1 against West Brom under 21s. It's 3-2 Truro against Southampton under 21. 0-0 between Woking and West Ham. 3-1 here at the Gateshead, of course. 0-0 between Tamworth and Manchester United. So,
substitutions. Substitution for Newcastle. On the pitch, the 11th, Dylan Charlton, replaced by the 17th.
Lowry gets his first touch. Newcastle managed to come away with it as they win the ball back, though. Fenton John trying to play the ball through, asking a lot of Lucas Lowry, though. But Fenton John, since he's come on, has certainly hasn't looked out of place.
No, he hasn't, and I think he did the same on Saturday, if I'm honest. I thought he was one of the Gateshead players that maybe emerged from the game with a little bit of credit. Come on, made a bit of an impact, gave a little bit of composure in midfield, and he's done pretty much similar tonight, where he's got on the ball, he's made, he's kind of upped the tempo, he's got people in good positions, his use of the ball's been really impressive. And again, when we talk about, I did sort of half joke to Alan Armstrong on Saturday that this was maybe a game he didn't really want. But I think it's probably turned into a game that he's grateful he's had, because it's given players confidence. It's good ball for Gateshead.
Tough knee, but Shelby quickly up his line, no nonsense into the stand. Yeah, definitely. It's. You can see there's been things learned from this, and I'm sure the Newcastle United coaching staff will learn things from this as well. We've got Graham Jones listening from Worcester, but he's been outdone by Charles Vieira, who's listening in from Brazil, or watching him, should I say.
But it's warmer there.
Possibly, as Munda just overhit that ball and cleared by Williams, and Lucas Lowry chasing down like a lightning strike there, but Adam Harrison, good footwork, and got rid of the ball, but Lowry trying to close down a lot. Munda, nice touch, and now bring the ball forward on the far side. Newcastle as Sahar just snapped at that one, didn't get the pass through what he wanted, but he's going to win the ball back. Fenton John once again sending the ball. Lucas Lowry couldn't turn his man, and Charlie MacArthur plays it through. Nice vision. Max Sheaf battling with Sanusi, and gets it to win the ball back, and Flint drives forward with the ball. Flint still going over the halfway line. He's got Hurst, but he's still going himself. Flint all the way. Can he lay it off to Lowry? Lowry surely.
It's just been strong there. That's great defending.
It'd be nice to see the replay, because we're not obviously blessed with it, but Lucas Lowry tried to get in front of his man, but now Newcastle on the other end. Neve one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, great save. And Neve just looks at the ground as if to say, how did that not get past Shelby? But Shelby
great save.
Off his line. Great
save from George Shelby. We've just seen the what you thought was a penalty, and it wasn't. But I see the save now on our screens. It's a great save from George Shelby.
And, Hurst battling and keeps the ball in. And the ball comes off Max Sheaf, and it's a throw to Newcastle. Thompson. Herfinen. MacArthur looks to get this ball moving forward. Crossfield ball. Oh, good vision.
Great touch. Been really impressed with Leo Shaw tonight. Everything I thought he would be, but he looks as if he's put on a bit of muscle. Looks like there's a bit of upper body strength there, holding players off, and I don't think he'll be too far away from senior debut.
Dylan Chalk brings the ball down well himself, puts it into the middle of the box, and just a little bit deep, but it is going to be kept in by Fitzgerald. Shahar. Bailey. Ball back forward to Fitzgerald on that far side, and just going to go out of play to goal kick to Gateshead. Don't know if you know this one, Mark, but is Scott Bailey related to the Owen Bailey by any chance, former Newcastle Academy product and Gateshead player?
I don't believe so.
Well, at the moment, free kick given to Newcastle, quickly taken, and Sanusi driving through the centre. Lovely tackle by Max Sheaf, but it falls, and nearly Neve was trying to pounce in the area. The ball goes out of play on the far side. Just trying to see an injection of pace from Newcastle, moving that ball a bit quicker.
Just say it's not that chill.
Yeah.
Newcastle will always have that threat on the break. There's plenty of pace in the side. So Gateshead have got to really stay at this for the next half hour and just keep them at bay. But I think Gateshead will have their eyes on getting another goal, never mind being holding Newcastle at bay.
Well, ball comes to Sanusi now. He's got Charlton in front of him on the left-hand side. Just now to use his Charlton. Charlton now a nice little run through. Sees the ball, Sanusi. Needs a delivery into the box, though, and Gateshead come away with the ball, and now Lucas Lowry can pass it over. Referee plays it, well, he does pull it back.
Got people in, surely. From Munda.
Yeah. I love John Joe Shelby. Yeah, but this is George Shelby. Not as follically challenged, I would say, as well. If that's the best way to describe it. Well, yellow card there for Munda.
When you look at it now, if you take out Shelby and Sheep, it's a very young Gateshead side, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, the average age is 21 maybe, just because of those two.
Quite possibly. Well, we don't know the age of the trialist, but
Doesn't look old.
Flint, under pressure, calmly plays it back to Williams. Williams to George Shelby. Tries to pick out Lucas Lowry through the centre, and Max Sheaf tries to win the ball, does manage to get it to a teammate and cleared. MacArthur calmly just plays that over. Play it back. Someone saying bad ref. Don't think he's got too much wrong this afternoon. I keep saying this afternoon because it's a nice bright evening. Charlton can bring the ball forward down this left-hand side. He does have options, and Newcastle do manage to keep a hold of the ball. Charlton plays it back inside. Neve, who's dropping deep to get more of the ball, and just a foul on Matt Sheep there. He's trying to get some...
You do sense a little bit of frustration creeping in here from Newcastle. That was just, I mean, there's nothing
malicious. It's
No,
late. It's late. It's frustration. He's just trying to get more of the ball because he hasn't had much service in the second half, which is credit to Gateshead keeping the ball moving.
Done right in that, Chief, hasn't he? Hasn't a lot of football at Gateshead in terms of actually playing competitively, but
came in halfway through last season and hampered by injury, and then nobody was holding down a first team spot, it would seem, at the back end of last year. So we're seeing more of Max Sheaf, certainly more than what we've seen last year. Trialist puts it to the far side to Christian Lynn. Benton John. 65 minutes gone. If you are just joining us, of course, you can see on the screen it's winning by 3-1, and we've lost a couple of the floodlights as the ball comes across towards first. Charlton's there to head it away. Bowen sitting a little bit deeper at the moment, gets the ball back to George Shelby. Somebody found the meter and put 50 pence in as Bowen, crossfield ball looking for Flint, who nice little back pass to Max Sheaf, and a ball over to Flint. Oh, good stuff as Sheaf bears down, but there was Herfinen.
Yeah, the sub coming on for Gateshead, I think. The problem there is Sheaf can't really go in for it because he's already been booked.
Yeah.
So he probably, it's Connor Milmore coming on, yeah. In an ideal world, he probably would slid in for that and try to win the ball.
And
Kent Richardson.
And Kent Richardson and Carlton Milmore. I think we might see he's Flint. He's walking down the line. So change at the back for Gateshead.
Ben Williams will just go right back.
Yeah. Gateshead's captain, club captain, Kent Richardson coming on. FA Trophy winner at Wembley with Gateshead as well.
Say quietly, but former Sunderland defender.
Gateshead legend. Well, he is coming on. It does look like it was Flint that has left the pitch by the looks of it. Max Sheaf bringing the captain's armband over, ready for Kent Richardson when he comes on.
Now means they've got two Wembley winners on the pitch.
Yeah.
Along with Sean Neve, who was in the Newcastle squad that won the Carabao Cup. Do a quick flick around there to make sure no one else was.
Yeah. It was nice of Newcastle to keep up with Gateshead and get some silverware. I say that very much tongue-in-cheek, everybody, as the ball is played in.
I'm just going to spend the next 20 minutes watching the comments here.
Yeah, as it cross into the box, it's deep, it's going to be headed clear, but Gateshead through Fenton John, and well, He's been watching Elon Musk's rockets because that one was going into orbit when it left his foot.
Unlike Elon Musk's rockets, which don't. Sorry, Elon.
Well, you know he's a big Gateshead fan, he'd be irate. Now, Newcastle try and build down the right as Shahar plays the ball back to Heffernan.
Gateshead's levels haven't dropped, have they?
They haven't. It's,
At all since
it's been a positive reaction to Saturday. I think we needed to see more. I think the players probably wanted to do themselves some justice as well because it was such a flat start, to put it nicely.
One thing, I'm pleased someone's just mentioned it there, we should say that Newcastle United women are playing at the International Stadium this season.
Yeah, this is their home going forward, but nice interception there by Carter Milmore. And tries to win the ball from Shahar. Shahar just runs into trouble, but it does fall to a green shirt, and Sanusi can look to turn and finds himself space and carries that ball forward. A dangerous run and a shot, just couldn't get his boot round it. And but that shows you the quality he's got, the way he turned, made that space for himself and ran into it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's kind of the first time we've really seen that tonight from Trayvon Sanusi, where he's got himself into an area, admittedly more central than he usually likes to play, but he's really committed Gateshead defenders, and it's just the end product where the shot just wasn't there.
Fenton John nods down into the ground. Lucas Lowry does well to keep possession, but Fenton John just couldn't find the teammate, and Bailey, who's being very industrious in the Newcastle midfield tonight.
It's funny seeing a Bailey when sort of in that position, isn't it? Just in front of the back four, brings back memories of Owen.
Certainly does. And a lovely crossfield
Great
ball
cross.
to Dylan Charlton. Can he get the shot away? Oh, just tries to place it in the far corner and just puts it wide.
I mean, we've got a lovely view of that. You can just see his body shape was just wrong as he's hit that, and he's just dragged it across goal. But what a ball in that is. Unbelievable ball.
I've seen the replay here, and yeah, I think he's caught it too much for the foot. As Callum Bowen goes up for the aerial battle, loses it, but been brought down on the edge of the box. Can Fitzgerald get the shot away?
Oh, what a goal.
Lovely. Nice turn of foot on the edge of the box, carries himself away and then puts it back across goal to make it 3-2.
Great finish that, We're just getting up to the rerun of it here, but it's the only place he can really score. It's a great strike.
Very quick feet to get
Yeah, it's a great strike across George Shelby and inside that far post. Great technique, a little bit like what you would expect Charlton would have done just a couple of moments earlier.
Well, just a reminder, obviously we're getting goals and there's 20 minutes left. If it does finish level, it will go to penalties. But at the moment, it's a lead by 3-2.
And just for clarity, yeah, we don't understand why either.
Yeah, I think it's they want to have a group winner. I think that's the best way to make it in case there's a lot of draws. As Fenton John under pressure from the goal scorer Fitzgerald, and free kick given to Gateshead.
It's actually been a really good game. I mean, the game, like I said before, the games Gateshead played in the competition last year weren't this entertaining, but
the tempo wasn't there last year. It felt, I don't know, once a goal was scored, that was kind of the game. But tonight we've been treated to a much better game of football. Kent Richardson prods that one towards the far end of the box, but
kick for touch.
It certainly was. The prize for the brightest boots tonight goes to Kent Richardson as well. Luminous.
If the lights go out again, we'll be all right.
I think it might be, but Newcastle still plenty of time to carve out more chances here, and I'm sure they will, as the ball over the top looking for Sanusi. But Kent Richardson will go back and put that ball back to Shelby. As Fenton John gets it to Kent Richardson, manages to come away with the ball after the challenge. Ball bounces over Lucas Lowry there.
He was unlucky there, wasn't he?
Newcastle really starting to push up, playing a high line here. At the moment, it's unable to capitalise when they win the ball and get them under pressure. As Fitzgerald pulls the ball back across, it's a decent ball, headed clear at the back post. Gateshead can bring the ball away. Boone plays it down the line. Well read by Herfinen. Sanusi brings the ball forward. Neve wants a delivery into the box, but Gateshead come away with the ball. Ollie Thompson tries to play it through, and I think Sanusi is down at the moment.
Yeah, I think when he's gone to take a shot there, I think he's just been caught.
Yeah, come on, the Achilles by looks of Fitzgerald.
Oh, well done.
Dispossessed, and Gateshead through. Flint can get the ball to Hurst. Hurst tries to play it round his round McCarthy, who does very well to keep it in. Max Sheaf though ghosted in, loses out though, and that ball didn't go out there.
It did. Well, the second one did.
The second one, yeah.
Just the linesman can't see because about 3 people in the way, but definitely was.
Yeah. Let's see. We're just looking at the replay at the. Oh yeah.
Someone just asked about Connor Panny. Yeah, so Connor at Blytown's game last night against Dunstan, and after that nasty injury on Saturday, it appeared to be all right. But I'll be getting an update from our
Joe bringing the ball forward. He's got options. Puts it out to Sahar. Sahar, can he get the cross into the box as Ollie Thompson goes over to close it down? And I don't know what happened here. Oh, Lucas Lowry's down on the pitch here in front of the dugout. We didn't see that. The fourth officials, or the referee, assistants pulled that back here. Referee's having a word with Herfinen. He's coming over to the assistants. I don't know what the assistant referees spotted or heard. Having a word with Lucas Lowry. He's a bit aggrieved at the contact on him, I think. Best way we can surmise what's happened here. I can only...
Just off camera as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we haven't the foggiest, but I'm guessing it's a coming together after the ball was played. But once again, everybody, thank you for joining us here on National League TV for this National League Cup game between Gateshead and Newcastle United under 21s. Is it a drop ball?
We don't really have drop balls now, do we? It's uncontested these days. Don't get the fun of two people absolutely piling into each other anymore. show my head.
If shins weren't meant to bleed, Mark, why did God give us them? That's as the ball comes, well, couldn't get into the box, and just getting a little bit feisty over there as Christian Lynn clears it down the line only as far as Thompson. Thompson gives it to Munda. Ball goes. Oh. It's a hot ball, is it? Or? Oh.
No idea what happened there.
Your guess is as good as ours, viewer, but the ball comes across and
Tom Bryant coming on for Newcastle, I think.
Yeah, Thomas Bryant stripped and ready to go. Looks a big lad. As Gateshead just struggling to get the ball into the Newcastle half at the moment. Tempo definitely raised from Newcastle as the poor ball there is Neve. Oh, he hit the crossbar. I think it would be harder to hit the crossbar with that shot there.
It's a bizarre effort, isn't it? It's looped up, but instinctive, I think, is probably the word you use for it. But real let off for Gateshead.
Bring back soccer AM, the crossbar challenge. I think he'd win it. As Gateshead trying to battle to win the ball. Definitely Newcastle switching a gear here as they play it through. Sanusi trying to get onto that one, but Carter Millmore passing it back and cleared. But Herfinen wins the header to Thompson. Thompson crossed the halfway line. Just starting to see the inexperience of some of these Gateshead youngsters at the moment. Is Sanusi with the underlap.
Oh,
Keeps
brilliant.
it in on the line, twisting and turning. Needs to get the ball
well
in.
done.
Great tackle from Fenton John.
Just a little bit too much there from Sanusi. When he's cutting, he's come back inside to drag it. He's opened up the goal, and then he's either got to put it in or have a shot. But instead,
that was the time there. But good defending is Thomas is on for Charlton. wait the corner to come in from Newcastle. In comes the delivery. It's a deep one. It's very deep, but it's going to be headed back across, and one comes off Maxi. Herfinen sees it out. Well, Maxi has been a bit of a rascal tonight, and I think
Certainly has.
the way to put it.
Leaving the pitch, number 10, Gallon Gore, being replaced by number 14, Thomas Bryant.
Well, back underway. McArthur is going to find Bryant on this side, and his first touch lets him down. Hurst and Lowry were on the toes there, waiting for a quick throw, but
Newcastle held on the ball in the dugout.
so Lucas Lowry loses out to Bailey. Sanusi left hand side. He's going to drive at the gated defence, and he is doing as Fenton John sticks with him, and good out muscle there, keeps the ball in as well, but Bailey reads the ball, and it just went a little bit scrappy. Brian puts the ball in. Neve couldn't get on his head onto it. We're seeing Newcastle camped out in the Gateshead half at the moment.
Newcastle just losing a little bit of composure here. Gateshead just losing a little bit of composure.
Ball for Munda to try and chase onto Shelby quickly off his line. And at half-time, Mark was comparing Munda to a former Gateshead loan player, Camille Conter, and really are starting to see the comparisons there, Mark. He likes to get forward, he likes to get physical, and certainly a big part of this midfield is all over the top. Oh, wow. Is it Neve that went down there?
Yeah, I just think in terms of that comparison, there's a physical presence there despite being a young age. There's a confidence on the ball. There's an aggression on the ball. There's that drive from midfield. I think he can probably play a number of roles as well, Munda. So I really do think there is a player in there. Just as I did with Cameron Conter the first time I saw him here at Gateshead, who's now playing Football League.
Bristol Rovers is...
After a spell at Grimsby, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's
Good ball.
But
Great tackle.
good tackle. Fenton John lays it off. Max Sheaf plays it forward to Lucas Lowry, and he holds it up well against Herford.
He's
He
done
lays
very
it
well.
off to Max Sheaf, and Max Sheaf can send it
good
away.
chance.
But didn't really give Hurst the greatest of starts.
Oh, what a tackle that is.
Great tackle by Ollie Thompson on the far side. Drives forward with the ball. Goes past another man. Was it a foul? Referee says yes. And another free kick to Gateshead, this time about 30 yards out, left-hand side.
Big season for Ollie Thompson, isn't it? You look at, he's had a couple of years around the first team now, and he's you kind of feel this is the one way he's maybe got to make a big breakthrough.
Well, he had a bit of a Roy of the Rovers start into Gateshead when he was called into that team against Barnet in the FA Trophy semi-final 3 years ago. Played the full game, and was part of the team that got there, but the ball into the box headed clear.
Came off the bench at Wembley as well, didn't he?
He did, yes, and it'd be nice to see him get more minutes and hopefully some goals as a ball through towards Kent Richardson. Offside flag goes off there, and it's a free kick to Newcastle. Got about 9 minutes of normal time remaining. Bryant. There's ball to Neve, who drops deep to get involved.
Great turn.
Lovely turn, and drives forward, and Fenton John with a cynical challenge, shall we say there. It was.
I think it's a book.
Yeah.
He's got a book him, surely.
Well, I think the referee's going to let him off for that one.
That was the ball might go past us, but you're not.
Yeah. There is a yellow card for Fenton John.
Just under 10 minutes left here. What's been an entertaining start to this National League Cup.
Bryant receives the ball left hand side. So has to look back and give it to McArthur. McArthur looks to. Oh, well, I thought he mishit that, but it was a good pass to Neve. Neve driving forward. Can he pull it back across? He can, and there is the equaliser.
I think it might be an own goal.
Yeah, I think it's come off Shelby, I think, from Neve. See it, the ball comes into him, does very well, loses his foot and gets back up and drives forward. If it comes across, No, I think it's come off Carter Milne, or Kent Richardson. I think it's come off own goal. But it's a level game here. We'll see here on the replay to confirm who the ball came off.
Yeah, Kent Richardson. Good comeback from Newcastle, exactly what the coaching staff will have wanted from the players. And, you know, a reaction to being 3-1 down, they've come back into it and deserve to be level now, I think.
Crossfield ball, nodded forward by Ben Williams. Just finds Sanusi in space, though, the ball up towards Newcastle. And they now can bring it forward. Corner of the box, cutting. Just about to pull the trigger. Now he pulls the trigger, but Fenton John was there to close down. And just felt Sanusi could have laid it off there. Or he's hurt himself in the process as he goes down. And the ball goes out to play on the far side, throw into Gateshead. And he's in some discomfort. I think it's cramp. His knee helps him stretch that one out. Of course, it is still very warm conditions.
Not sure I'll be saying that here at 9:10 on on a Tuesday or Wednesday night in November, December. Quite the opposite.
Who are you kidding? We'll be saying it next month.
Yeah, true. True.
Well, do we have penalties in the offering, or do we have a late winner for either side? There's a free kick given. Still late from Charlie MacArthur there on Ollie Thompson. No, it's not Ollie Thompson, sorry, it's Lynn. Christian Lynn. Forward looking for the run of Lucas Lowry, but the keeper is going to be off his mark there. Appeals for a penalty there, would have been very, very soft. There was contact, but it wasn't a penalty.
You've got to say, I mean, going into
Lucas Lowry close and hurting him down, but the ball does manage the ball to Newcastle. Play it back to Harrison.
Going in the last 5 minutes, if there's going to be a winner here, it is going to be Newcastle, I think.
Yeah, they seem to be playing on the front foot a little bit better and getting the ball moving forward better as well. As the ball played out here to Bryant. Bryant just arcs his run, controls it. Needs some support, gets it from Fitzgerald. Back to Bryant.
He's been a really bright spark since he's come on, Kyle Fitzgerald.
He has.
Looks a real player.
Operating on both flanks as well. Nice. Ball played forward now. Fitzgerald, can he get the cross in? He can. It's a decent one. There's nobody there from Newcastle to try and prod it home. But Bailey drives through, goes for the shot. And
oh, what a save.
Tipped over by Shelby. And Bailey getting through with ease there.
Gateshead switched off here. It's a quick one on if you want to take it.
Took it quickly. Fitzgerald gives it to Sanusi. Sanusi looking to keep that ball moving. Gives it to Neve. Neve crosses it into the middle of the park. It's a good one in there. Dangerous ball. And Neve, he's frustrated. No one got on the end of that.
He is, because he could not have put a better ball into the area there.
I think it was MacArthur that missed the header as it come through. Yeah. Some lovely work from Sean Neve. Nice here, some young fans get behind Gateshead at the back of the stand. Hasn't been that type of game for the singing, but Lucas Lowry trying to get on his toes, but MacArthur winning that aerial battle. Brought down by Under on the far side. MacArthur takes out Fitzgerald. Across to Sanusi, who Sanusi is trying to open up through the centre of the park, and Williams sticking to him like glue all the way across there. Good running from Williams, but Sanusi, well, I think it was Ollie Thompson caught him there for the foul. He's an exciting player when he gets moving, but a little bit guilty of holding on to the ball a little bit too long sometimes, but he's young, he's learning. Sanusi. Certainly knows how to run with the ball, his feet.
He does, yeah. I mean, there were some comparisons with another player at Newcastle, slightly older than him, a couple of years ago, Alan Saint-Maximin. There was a lot of, the way he drives with the ball. He's got a lot of power in his legs. Good ball in the box.
Free kick, in it comes. Oh, Thompson's up there, and it comes off the back of Max Sheaf and goes out for a corner. Well, he's carried on playing all the way through, Max Sheaf. He got an early yellow card, and it hasn't changed his game throughout, has it?
He's still been spiky.
His hedgehog's less spiky than him. As the ball comes in. Decent one towards back, uncontested header. It's got to be flicked on and goes past the post, and it's going to be given as a goal kick. Well, any head that could have went in the back of the net.
Close. Really close. As you say, heading into the last minute, it will go to penalties, and it finishes 3-3. That's it's heading towards.
Shelby. Long driving kick. It's asking a lot of Lucas Lowry, and fouls McCarthy.
He did. I mean, the problem there is Lucas isn't even looking at the ball. He's looking at the man. It's so obvious.
Physics tells you he's not going to get anywhere near that one. As ball played forward, as Munda's made a real good run. It's a creative way of controlling the ball, but does keep it in just about. Goes all the way back. Now, is Lowry trying to dispossess Herfnen. Newcastle probing for a late winner. Shahar fouled by Ollie Thompson. Well, Heed Army Adams watching from Corfu. And he's straight back for Rochdale on Wednesday. Next week. Of course, Corfu twinned with Rochdale. Be exactly the same when you get there. Shahar with the delivery. It's a decent one. Oh, and a free header. Herfinen with the late winner, it looks like, here at Gateshead International Stadium in the last minute of the game. A beautiful cross in from Shahar, and there was Herfinen just to outmuscle his man and bury it into the back of the net.
That's an absolutely stunning cross, by the way, and Herfinen has he's done everything right there, getting above his man, showing that power. It's a great header. It's just the minute it leaves his head, there's no chance that Shelby's saving that. But it's all about the cross from the excellent Leo Shahar. He's been the best player on the pitch tonight throughout the 90. Newcastle have got a real talented right back in a position where obviously he's going to have people like Tino Livramento ahead of him. When he does try and break in the first team, he's going to have
just watching that replay, the composure from Heffernan there to bury that one. No one was getting to that ball in front of him.
Not at all. No, it's that you've got to have that determination, that strength, and that will to win balls in the area like that. But it is really all about the cross more than anything.
Well, we have 6 minutes added on here at the end. Do we have a twist in the tail? But at the moment, Gateshead will have to change a gear or two to get anywhere near the Newcastle goal at the moment, because since the changes, they've looked a little bit lacking of teeth going forward.
Well, I did say, sort of 10 minutes left, that if anyone was going to win it once the equaliser went in, it was going to be Newcastle. They've looked a better side in the closing stages. They've really seized the initiative once they got the equaliser, and I think they deserve to probably just about edge this game.
But of course, Gateshead using their full squad here tonight. There isn't many first teamers in there. There was only 5 at the beginning, and of course, looking at this, there's a lot of Gateshead.
Well, that's not great.
But Max Sheaf has the ball. Can he lay it off? He's on the edge of the box, dispossessed with ease, and just a little bit naivety there from Max Sheaf. But effectively, this is Gateshead's under 21 side in here as well, with some of these Newcastle players, and they're holding their own. But it's been an entertaining game nonetheless. But Gateshead still trying as Ollie Thompson brings the ball forward. Sorry, it's Bowen. Bowen lays it through. Hurst with the shot, and it's a corner late on for Gateshead.
Yeah, good break, wasn't it, from Gateshead? First time they've done that in in a while. They had a 3-on-2 if they worked it a little bit quicker.
Well, Callum Bowen, who I mistakenly called him Ollie Thompson there, he's had a great game so far. You talk about Shahar being the man of the match for Newcastle, but I think Gateshead would probably go to young Callum Bowen. His composure for his goal was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm looking forward to seeing that on the highlights.
Absolutely, yeah. It was just a brilliant finish. There's been some great goals tonight, actually, of the 7. There hasn't been many that have been scrappy.
Bowen with the delivery. Well, Max Sheaf seen it coming around, and he's guided it out for a goal kick next to the corner flag. Not intentionally, mind. But Mark, compared to the performance for Gateshead on Saturday, there's a lot of improvements here. There's a lot to build on, and confidence will be high. This is a good Newcastle United under-21 side. It isn't the full-strength Gateshead side out there, and players will give Alan Armstrong food for thought today.
Oh, absolutely. And it was about the reaction. It was about an improvement from Saturday. It was about players that possibly let themselves down a little bit, putting in a performance and showing the right attitude.
Sanusi on the ball now. He's going to try and feed it through for Monda. I think now he does play it across. Oh, Shahar with the shot. Tries to go on. He's frustrated with that one. He went for a shot with his left foot. We've seen what a peach he's got with the right foot, but the left foot wasn't as forgiven there. Shelby helping play out from the back as Fenton John gives it to Kent Richardson, carries it forward. We've got about 2 minutes remaining of the 6 added on here. Do Gateshead have a goal in them to take it to penalties as Fenton John looks for a runner, brings it forward, feeds it off to Ollie Thompson now on the far side. Bowen holding it up. Gateshead trying to get this ball forward with purpose as Hurst does have Lucas Lowry in the inside there, and oh, what a finish! Oh, Hurst brought it down. Great save. The turn from Hurst, but to get down to his left-hand side that quickly, Harrison shown he's really got the minerals.
It's a brilliant save, and it's a great turn inside as well from Hurst, who's been a real plus for Gateshead tonight. Last chance, I think, here.
You would imagine so. We've got about a minute and 15 seconds left as the clock ticks down to our right. Sheaf puts the ball in, it's deep, can it be headed back across, and I think the ball has went out of play from the corner there, and well,
it's frustrating, that, isn't it? You know, big chance to get an equaliser to force penalties.
We're going to see a late substitute here, and we're going to see Joe Brayson, son of former Gateshead striker and Newcastle striker Paul Brayson, coming on.
Doesn't really seem worth making the sub, does it?
Well, the ball went out of play, it's a goal kick. There we go.
I don't know if you've seen what Sean Neve's just done there.
No.
But clearly just running down the clock, but he was stood basically not far from the dugout. He's gone for a little wander to the far side of the pitch to come all the way back to be subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind.
Start them young.
I don't mind that, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, Neve showing what he's about tonight. Got a goal, set one up,
He had a little quiet spell, but grew back into the game, didn't give up.
He did, but he's been really impressive, and it'll be the attitude that'll impress Eddie Howe more than anything. I did wonder, I hadn't seen Alan Armstrong on the touchline, but because he's been sat behind him, watching from up high. But yeah, he's been good tonight, Neve, and everything I think Newcastle think he is. He's kind of shown that he can be. He's got strength, he's got pace, he's got power, he's a good finisher, links the play up well, still has a lot to learn, but there's definitely a good player in there. Same with the Shahars of this world. So I think Newcastle will take tonight as a real positive, but the attitude thing, I think across the board, and getting back from 3-1 down to win 4-3, that'll be what will please everyone within the Magpie setup.
Yeah, definitely. I think both sides have went about the game the right way. They've given it their all for it, and Newcastle look like they're going to get their just rewards for not giving up. There's holding up in the corner there as the referee gives a throw in there.
Really sure the referee's doing there. He's going to get involved.
He gets right over, doesn't he? Wants to see what's happening. Well, Max Sheaf still. Now he's back. We wait for the players to hold it up as Gateshead try and win the ball back. And there is the full-time whistle. Newcastle United under 21 run out 4-3 winners here in an absolutely goal-thrilling game in the National League Cup. Gateshead will take lots of positives, but Newcastle, you've got to say they kept going till the end, and maybe the strength and depth of their squad showed in the last stages of the game.
Yeah, I think so. But also the fact I think Gateshead have just given some academy players a bit of game time, given them a chance, and maybe they couldn't quite hit the levels of the players they replaced. But I think both sides will see massive positives from the game. I think Newcastle, as I said earlier, that determination to get back into the game, to get the win, is a real plus for them. From Gateshead's point of view, it was a massive improvement from Saturday. Sorry.
It certainly is, and massive thank you to everyone that has joined us here on the National League TV. Say a big thank you to Mark Crovers for being my co-commentator. My name's David Gallis. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please do join us in games going forward. Remember, you can watch Gateshead games on National League TV via DAZN. So if you would like to do that, why not have a little look into it? And if you'd like to come down to Gateshead International Stadium and see the boys playing the pledge, please do. Also, Newcastle United under 21s, their season starts on Sunday, and they are at home on Sunday at Whitley Bay. So get yourselves along. There's some exciting young prospects for Newcastle United, and they've proven why they are exciting young prospects here tonight at Gateshead International Stadium when they've run out 4-3 winners in the 7-goal thriller. And we say thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time in the National League Cup.
509 in attendance now. Combined Gateshead and away fans. Thank you very much indeed for your attendance.